Hello, guys. Welcome back to our channel. And it's a big pleasure for me to have such good speakers on our channel right now. It's Maria Stankiewicz, who is the Chief Business Development Officer in EXMO Exchange, and Gleb Kostyrev, who is the head of Binance in Eastern Europe. So, guys, greetings, and let's start with this video speaking about Bitcoin, what's going on in crypto field. How are you doing?
Hi, Alex. Thank you for having me back. I remember our first interview that we did. It was in March. All this madness just started. So
Yeah.
I'm back here, and actually, our prospects they came to life. You remember we were speaking about the price of Bitcoin and how the Corona will influence Bitcoin. So basically, we did really good. We actually our prospects are now
Yeah.
live. So.
It
Yeah,
was a good prediction.
yeah, I'm in London
Ha-
right now. I moved like a month ago here. It's a lockdown here. It's crazy. I mean, no one is outside. There are no face-to-face meetings. So basically, it's like being in Moscow. So no big difference. But still, it's nice. It's nice to see what London crypto community is. So it's good.
Yeah, definitely. How are you doing, Gleb? How is
Yeah,
it going?
I'm good as well. So right now in the crypto industry, we see some positive trends. As we saw recently, Bitcoin price has increased to 15,000 US dollars, and I think
Yeah.
it's a great trend. And I think there are a couple of reasons why we see this positive trend. So first of all, in terms of coronavirus, of course, a lot of people left their jobs. They were sitting within lockdown at their homes, and of course they were seeking for some new cash flows, some new types how to earn money. So of course, a lot of people started to learn about crypto. So what is Bitcoin? What are cryptocurrencies, and how they can trade and earn some money. Especially for example in Russia in CIS,
Hmm.
where earning some additional $1,000 per month can be a big sum of money in comparison to Europe, for example. And of course, right now we see some trends in terms of institutional interest. So for example, some companies like Square and PayPal, they're experimenting with
Hmm.
so Square, they shifted part of their assets into Bitcoin. And as you might know, PayPal, they added a feature for their users, and now they can buy and sell some Bitcoin. And also PayPal is going to invest some part of their money into crypto startups, and I think it's a great
Yeah,
beginning for them.
definitely. And in terms of this situation, in terms of these circumstances, I would like to ask, maybe as you already spoke right now, I have a question to Maria. What's happening with EXMO right now? Do you feel more interest from crypto users trading on your platform?
Well, yeah, I definitely agree with Gleb, and we see like the highest demand in institutional or that it is obsessed. We see we see a really big demand from the institutional traders. Here in the UK, you probably know that starting from January 10th, the government started to implement the crypto regulation. So basically, we all applied. I believe that Binance UK also applied for this crypto registration at FCA. So we are waiting for the results, and I believe that will be like a big change, a big that will be a big trigger and challenge for all these institutional traders. So I'd like to add actually about the PayPal also. I read a lot of opinions on this PayPal implementing crypto, and I heard a lot of opinions like, guys, this is not even PayPal. They are using like an intermediate, like some company that is doing that for them, and that's not such a big news, and so forth. But I believe that that is a big news because it's a big company. It's like the largest company in the world. They're based in the US, and I know that right now it's not, that these crypto payments are not available for the US users. But still, I mean, that's like a big change. They are announcing that they support crypto for the whole world. So that's like, that's enormous. That's why the Bitcoin price actually went up. So yeah, the same institutional traders, and we see like more trust from the banks right now. Yesterday we just got Swift USD from Bank Freak, and we are enormously happy about that. We know that we have SEPA, so basically we have trust from the big institutions like banks, and I believe that's a big change. That's a big change for all the crypto industry.
Yeah, and I also heard that Swiss banks started to hold Bitcoin together with gold, and gold dropped. If you have seen that, so it went down for a while, and Bitcoin is still on the way up. So, Gleb, what's your idea? Is Bitcoin a good store of value for banks right now?
So what we see from the market right now is that institutionals and especially retail investors like Gen Z, so they are definitely more interested in Bitcoin than in gold. Of course, if we talk about institutionals, previously they saw gold as the unique store of value and unique type of hedging funds. But right now, I think that this attention to crypto and to Bitcoin, so it leads that institutional, so they put more attention to Bitcoin, and some of them use Bitcoin as a safe haven, so as a gold, and we see that this trend is accelerating.
Yeah, but there were some situations when Bitcoin showed a huge move, like like it happened last year when we kissed uh, 14,500 or something like this, and then we dropped down. Do you think we have such a strong news that Bitcoin will grow further, or we can see some kind of correction on market? What's your opinion, guys?
So, in my opinion, the market will keep on being, volatile, and of course, for some investors, it's not a good news. But I think that the market is still very small in comparison, to stocks market. So
Definitely.
this, volatility, we should get used to it for some time. So maybe in future, in 2 or 3 years, it will be lowered, but not right now.
Yeah, but I'd like to add also we are as an exchange, so that's good for us. That's for sure. All this volatility that brings a lot of traders, and we see like enormous web traffic. We see enormous trades. We see how our big institutional clients use this opportunity to get some more money and to earn with us. So that's actually fantastic. I mean, when they say about the volatility, of course, if you are used to the traditional market, so that's kind of a problem for you because you just don't know how to operate in this volatile world. But now for us, it's amazing when it's going up, down, back, forth. So it's nice. So we actually use this opportunity to trade and to earn.
Yeah, great. Guys, we have been speaking about Bitcoin mostly. It's booming right now, and we have to speak about it. But nevertheless, there is another big trend in crypto which is happening right now. It's decentralized finance. And I had a question to you. How do integrate this DeFi? How do you feel about this trend, and how do you work with it?
So we at Binance, we launched a couple of products that are related to DeFi. So it's so-called CeFi. So for example,
Yeah.
we already have some pools. We provide our users an opportunity to invest into DeFi projects. So we are definitely looking into this space. And also we should remember that Binance has Binance Smart Chain, and we
Mhm.
so we always want to support projects to build their DeFi projects on our chain, our smart chain. So we think that DeFi is definitely hot trend, but we should keep in mind that around 90% of these startups they will go bankrupt. We already have seen that in 2017. So I think that the situation will happen again. But of course, some of that startups they will survive, and Binance also had ICO, and we can see that Binance survived that hype.
Yeah,
So
we
there
we
will
have seen
definitely
good examples. Yeah.
so there will definitely will be some good startups that will become mature and that will have great popularity.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
what's up with yeah, I'm sorry for interrupting. And what's up with Binance Chain? Because it's so interesting to know how many projects you have introducing using Binance Chain right now.
Mhm. So of course we are not so big as Ethereum, for example, right now, but we are definitely spending more efforts in trying to attract more projects to Binance Smart Chain. So for that purpose, we launched our huge fund, and we are ready to allocate some investments into those projects. So I would say that we are in the beginning right now because Binance Smart Chain was launched just 2 or 3 months ago, so it's just the beginning.
Yeah, great. I'm sorry, Mary, I interrupted you.
no, well, we are more conservative than Binance, that's for sure. We do have the DeFi projects on our exchange, but that's definitely a fresh breath on the market because that's true. It inevitably can be compared with the 2017 because it has a lot of features that are the same, and scams one of these features. Well, but we need to more we need to be more careful because we are right now, as I mentioned, we are under FCA regulation, so we need to pick all the projects very carefully. But we really think that that's a fresh breath on the market, so that's why we also added some of DeFi projects, but not as much as Binance, for example. So our traders are also available to trade all these
Hmm.
DeFi projects. But I kind of have a feeling like a lot of projects just use this movement to get some money and to speculate on the market, and I don't like it personally. I think it actually does a lot of harm to our reputation, to our cryptocurrency market, because I read like a lot of articles in Forbes, in Financial Times, about how scams are invading the market again, and that's bad. I mean, we tried so hard to earn this reputation that we have now, and right now it goes again to the hell. So I don't like it, me personally, but of course there are some nice projects to follow.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree with Maria. So I would like to add that this yield farming uh, is not making good for the industry and for the DeFi as well, because with yield farming people they forget about some
I'm
other
going mad.
great
Yeah.
great advantages of DeFi. So, for example, automated market making, and we really think that it's a huge technology, and it can be used for low liquidity markets, and for other markets as well. For example, gaming markets in future. But yeah, it's bad that people they put more focus on yield farming.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. There was another big event in all of the world. I'll say it was United States presidential elections, and there was a crypto guy, Brock Pierce, who participated there. Even though he didn't win, even though he participated, and I think it was a good sign for crypto field because a real crypto guy took part in it. But nevertheless, it was a war between Biden and Trump, and finally Biden won. So, in terms of the Biden's victory, what do you think? How it's going with crypto? So, how will it affect crypto field, the Biden's presidential for the next 4 years?
I just commented to RBC, the Russian media. That's pretty funny. Actually, do you know that Biden actually had on his team, the guy who's really into crypto. So he's like a very
I
very
didn't know that.
lawyer.
Yeah.
And the only thing that actually Biden ever told about crypto was the thing that he didn't own it, and it was in terms of the Twitter scandal when it was hacked. So basically, Biden didn't, he didn't say anything specific about crypto and his relation to it. So basically, that's kind of interesting. So I believe that at least that he didn't say anything negative is okay already, and I think he will be better than Trump, because Trump was absolutely negative. He didn't trust Bitcoin, he didn't trust crypto, and he was like on the other side. So I guess it will be more positive. I hope, at least.
So, in my mind, I think the situation won't really change because now it's about economical, stimulus and how central banks are supporting, local economies. And I think that, central banks, they will keep on, supporting local businesses, and it will, lead to printing new money. And of course, this printing will definitely help crypto to become, more stable and will attract more attention because, I guess that in the mid and long term, fiat money will be, devaluated because of
Well,
this.
that's
Yeah.
true, but I mean, SEAC, they actually they send us the signals every time with all these BitMEX stuff and other exchanges. They are keeping to send us signals about how big they are and how influential they are. So I mean, if the president of the most influential country will be positive about Bitcoin, that will definitely affect the rate. I mean, that's for sure. Maybe there will be nothing to be backed, these statements, but still, I believe that will affect it.
Yeah, great. And speaking about decentralized finance again, um, I would like to understand what's your opinion, because right now most part of the projects are based on Ethereum, and nevertheless, I've seen some changes. Like Justin Sun, he introduced his decentralized chain, and then some project moved to Tron system. So, what do you think, guys? I know you're a bit alligated with Binance chain, but nevertheless, your opinion is very interesting, Gleb, because is it possible to take projects? How is it possible to take projects from Ethereum network and to invite them to use your chain? How do you work with them? How to track them?
Um, so what we see right now from the market, so there are a couple of technologies that are developing. So for example, bridges between different blockchains, and for example, Binance Smart Chain, is compatible with Ethereum virtual machine. So I guess there will be more bridges between different blockchains, and it will help projects not to focus on one blockchain, but they will be able, to integrate different blockchains.
Yeah, like interoperable blockchain.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So, guys, I think it was quite an interesting discussion, and we have discussed so many things like Bitcoin price, what's happening with crypto exchange, the political situation around the world, decentralized finance, and I was really pleased to make this interviews all together with you. And yeah, thank you for being on our channel, and let's keep on looking forward what's happening with Bitcoin, and maybe we have a similar conversation in future, discussing our predictions, which we expressed right now. So
Thank you for
thank you
inviting
for
us. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Alex.
thank you so much. See you.
See you.